I'm Adrienne, your sex positive bestie, here for sexy talk, real stories, and tips that just hit. Ready to play? Let's go. Let's talk lifestyle, baby. I don't know. Let's talk about you. And I don't know why I always feel compelled to sing on the show. It's like never happens in real life. Welcome back to Midlife Craving. I am so excited to talk today about the lifestyle because I feel like I've almost neglected the lifestyle over the last couple of months with everything going on in life. And I'm happy to report that I am reconnecting with my lifestyle peeps. I had an amazing weekend seeing a lot of my friends and celebrating Mia's birthday. We're going to talk about that. And it just got me thinking about, how much the lifestyle means to me. And I want to share that with you today and also answer a bunch of questions like how I found the lifestyle. How I evolved sexually in the lifestyle and how Mr. Right and I are moving forward in our own journey, right? As I've met other lifestylers and people, that are sex positive, I really have learned that everyone has their own unique story. And mine is I feel like mine feels very different than most just because I was kind of handed the lifestyle on a silver platter. Thank you, Kat and Am's Two Hot Wives podcast. And so I want to share that with you today and also talk about like different things that I've been learning. And I'm going to talk about this at the end, but I'm super excited. I met a fellow sex positive gal. Her name is Becky, and she's going to come on the show. We're recording early next month. And her journey in the lifestyle and being open and sex positive is completely different than mine. So really looking forward to that. Okay, but first, I got to tell you why I'm a day late. Mr. Right and I have been getting it in. It's been really nice. It's I hate to say this, but it's rare where we get to have sex every day. And we have just been going to town. And let me just tell you, he slid inside of me the other day and I looked at him and I said, all my problems, everything in the world just goes away as soon as like you get inside me. Like it's just everything. The world melts away. I feel better. I'm not bitchy. It was funny because I was telling Zach today, I was like, oh my God, like we have been having such great sex. And I told him about what happened last night. And he was like, love that for you. And you can tell him, this is the best way to make sure you're not a brat. I was like, you know me far too well. It was really funny. By the way, Zach has got to come back. He's had so much going on in his life. You guys won't believe all of his updates. But anyways, let's talk about the last couple of days. Mr. Right and I have been getting it in. And so it's just been like a really like sexy environment, like hot morning sex in prone position. Like I love that like sleepy sex. The other day he woke me up, slid my shorts off and just fucked me from the side. And it's just like, just being woken up like that. Like I said, it's the best part of I was singing the other day. I was like, best part of waking up is Mr. Right's cocking me, anyways, so the other day, we did the whole toy oral combination again, which by the way, I mean, my legs were literally trembling on his shoulders. It was so intense and so hot and sexy. Like I was like, oh, this feels so good. I do need to tell him though, that when he's using the vibrator, we were using Coco over on tracysdog.com. And if you use code Cravers20, that's Cravers 20 on tracysdog.com, you get 20% off your entire order. Anyways, I do need to tell him that it's funny, I haven't even told him this shit, and I'm telling you guys, but for the vibe settings, I really just like a straight vibe. He likes to toggle through them, and I feel like it throws me off. So fellas, if you're using a toy on your gal, ask her, what's your favorite setting, or just keep it on that straight, like powerful vibe. When it starts fluctuating and stuff, it kind of throws me off. I need to tell him that. Anyways, so he's like using the toy inside of me and licking my clit and looking up at me. And he had on a backward hat the other day when he was doing it. And I was like, oh my God. I told him, I said, you could not look sexier right now. Like you're going down on me. Your hat's backwards. And Mr. Right has like an amazing head of hair. Okay. Like he has this, I love it. We were like, oh my God, but he has like a sexy mullet. And right now he's rocking like a little mustache. Like, oh, I'm obsessed with him. Anyways, he looks so hot and sexy doing it. And it was just really, really hot. I told him, I said, look, we need to go to Pound Town. I love slow, sleepy morning sex. And I like in the middle of the night, but I need to go to Pound Town. And so threw my legs up over his shoulders, and that he did. And it feels so good. And by the way, just to have like this beautiful 6'4" strong man on top of me, like, I swear I could just do it right now. I told Zach today, I said, I could literally have sex with him morning and night every day, and that still probably wouldn't quench my thirst. Okay. Like I could just do it all the time with him. I'm actually getting ready to go see him after this. So I'm very excited for that. I'm going to go see him at work. Okay. So anyways, just super, super hot afternoon. And then I feel so close to him lately. But then I just want to tell you, I'm just like, blah, 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 in my own little world, life in the clouds, madly in love. Who would have thought? So anyway, so I told him, I said, look, Tuesday night we have free. And I know I owe you guys an episode, but I'm sorry. Priorities. You're not going to blame me. I told him, I said, I really have been learning a lot about yoni massage and like watching porns of like girls giving massages. I said, I want to put the heated blanket down, put a sheet on top of it, 'cause it's like brick outside. And it's freezing just everywhere. And I said, I want to put you on like a warm bed and give you a nice massage. And then I want to give you this like, cock massage, if you will. I told him, I said, I've been watching this stuff and like, I want to do it. And he was like, that sounds fantastic. And we built up a lot of, intense, like we were just like, it was like foreplay for us, right? Like it was like the anticipation of it was high because I was like texting him. Well, first of all, I sent him an email and I said, dear Mr. Wright, and I wrote, who, you, what, massage and ball drain. I think that's what I said. Where our bed, when, tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Why? Because it's been a while since I've seen you. And then I wrote love Candy. And that's Candy with an I, not a Y. She's my alter ego. I highly recommend doing this. It's almost like a form of like role play, but it's really fun. And he's always like, oh, do I get to see Candy tonight? And I'm like, yeah, she hasn't seen you in a while. She's really looking forward to it. It's so fun and playful, guys. If you're not doing this, please try. So anyway, so I put it on his calendar. And so he has it on his calendar. So when he's looking at it at work or he's looking on his phone or whatever, he sees like this notification that he has a date with Candy. And it's the anticipation, you guys, for real. And even I'm thinking about it. And then in the morning, I sent him a message and I was like, hi, I know that you'll be arriving after work. So I would like for you to unwind and just have some alone time for about an hour because I know he likes to decompress and, just enjoy yourself while I'm getting ready. And I'll call you at 7 when it's your appointment time. And that's what we did. He came home and he came downstairs, gave me a kiss, and I was like getting ready. And I actually had a phone call. I'm interviewing people to come on the show. So if you're interested in being on the show, like let me know, send me a DM, email, whatever. And so I had a phone call and then I got everything ready and he was downstairs, like just chilling out, which he really needs that after work. So I love to give that to him. And then I brought him upstairs and I was like, oh my God, it's so good to see you. Like, just playing with him. And I told him, I said, I want to undress you. And he was like, okay. So I took my time and slowly undressed him. And then one of my favorite things to do is to slowly peel his underwear off. And he has such a beautiful cock. And I love to watch a big, beautiful cock bounce out of their underwear. I did put my mouth on it a few times and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I just can't help myself. Anyway, so I laid him down and gave him a back massage. I will tell you this, I need to work on my massage skills. I might reach out to my girlfriend and I think we need to get a massage table. I'm ready to invest in one because it's kind of tough to give your lover a massage on the bed because I feel like when I'm moving down, I'm going to fall over. I'm leaning over and it's hard to really get in on his shoulders and stuff because I can't stand in front of him. Anyways, it was so cute because he was like, hey, let me show you something. And he's really good with his hands, but I was trying. But here's what got really sexy. He laid me on the bed And I had like this fishnet bodysuit on, and he loves that outfit on me, but he was like, let me take this off. And so he slowly took it off of me. And then he gave me like an incredible back massage, a butt massage, was teasing me. And I was like, you know what? I'm getting treated as the masseuse. This is amazing. So anyway, so I need to work on that, but it was really fun and sexy. And then I said, all right, it's your turn. We're going to roll over the other way. So I laid him the other way, and I kind of sat Indian style with like his legs over mine and just gave him like a nice, relaxing massage, right? Like a light hand job and rubbing up and down his thighs. And, I was just going to say something, but I did something else that he really likes. And he was literally writhing. He was like, oh my God, Adrienne, this feels so fucking good. And it was really sexy because guess what? I had all the power, all the control. So I'm, doing my thing. And it was intense. And I knew that he was close to coming. And so I put my mouth on it. Oh, by the way, we have been using the Astroglide scented lube, the strawberry. 10 out of 10, absolutely love. Like, I'm shocked that I love it. Astroglide sent me a PR package, and it's suspense. And Mr. Wright found it, and he was like, Adrienne, we should try this. And it has like the lightest scent of strawberry. And this was my first time using it on him. He used it on me earlier this week. And man, it was really, really nice. So I'm going to do some more research into their line and reach out to them and see like if I can work a deal, because I love Astroglide. Been using it forever. And this scented stuff, it just like is a little bit, it's just the perfect amount of like delicious scent. And it was really nice. So anyway, so he finished in my mouth and had the most intense orgasm. I'm actually like getting turned on thinking about this again. It was just so hot. And yeah, it was a really hot and sexy night. And then I went over to the sink and was like cleaning up, and I had oil all over me, and he was like, let's hop in the shower. But he came up behind me and gave me like this really sweet kiss, and he was like, I love you so much. And I was like, I love you too. And like, that's the closeness, that's the connection that I crave so much, and we have it. So let's take a moment of appreciation, just hot and sexy times. And I'm actually going to be telling him, hey, Friday, let's see, what we could do to get it in. And I think I want to like have like really rough sex. So I'm kind of in the mood for that right now. So anyway, just keep it going. Like when you think about your relationship with your partner, when's the last time you guys have, scheduled something? I know I guess I promote this all the time about scheduling sex. It really, really works. I swear it does. Put it on his calendar, right? Write a note on a Post-it and put it on the refrigerator. Book time on their calendar. That's my favorite thing to do. Send them a text, do the who, what, where, when, and why thing. I'm telling you, it will have them mind blown. It's amazing foreplay. It builds up that anticipation. It makes sex a priority, right? Like intimacy is a value part of your relationship. And it also builds that connection and increases communication. Because I'm like, hey, I want to do the spa scene, or hey, I want to go to Pound Town, or I really want to do some breath play on Friday, right? Like it's all around a really good thing. Okay, so that's why I'm late. Priorities, and it was so super sexy and so hot. And so, anyways, let's talk about the lifestyle. I was thinking this weekend, it was so amazing to see a lot of my friends. I saw Kat from Two Hot Wives podcast, and I saw Mia and her husband and lots of other people it's just been a while. I haven't seen a lot of people since May. I've seen Mia, but I haven't seen many others since the party. That's how like checked out I was over the last year, with so much death in my family and just going through a lot over the last couple of months and work schedules and all that stuff. But I really feel reconnected, and I'm really excited for the upcoming year. I told everybody, I was like, I promise I'm back. Like, I'm so excited to see you guys, and I can't wait to, go to more events and make more memories and feel closer to one another. So let's talk about my journey in the lifestyle, because I've had some questions lately, and even with like the people that I've been talking to about coming on the show, they're like, oh, I thought you were a unicorn and you were just like in a throuple. Or someone even said to me, she was like, did they pay you for it? I'm like, no. So let's talk about the lifestyle. You could actually listen. I think it's like episode 14, 15. I don't remember all the episodes, but it's talking about, it's like learning the lifestyle with Kat Nams. I forget the name of it, but you can hear it. You can listen into the episode. I had no clue what the lifestyle was because of Kat. She sent me a note and was like, hey, like, have you ever heard of the lifestyle? Like, I really think you would fit in. I think you were kind of born for it. Like, if you would just be open to listening to, our show and, what we do. And I think we live pretty close by. Like, we should get together. And I was like, okay, so by Kat Nams, like, they taught me about the lifestyle, how it works, their experiences, and they were starting, to build a community. And they were like, we want you to be a part of this. And the next thing you know, Baywatch and I are going to our first, lifestyle party. And it was incredible and amazing. You can hear my entire journey on the show, but it was a really unique way that I found the lifestyle. And there's so many different facets to the lifestyle, right? So let's talk about what my lifestyle culture is like. A lot of people think it's just, swingers with upside down pineapples and dropping keys into a fishbowl and everybody fucks everybody and then they all go home. That is sometimes what it's like for people, and that's totally amazing for them. In our group and in the culture that I am used to and what I personally like is it's more community over the physical stuff. So for instance, I would say with my lifestyle crew, 75% is probably events, celebrating, hanging out, getting to know one another, building connection, building relationships, and really just enjoying being around other sex positive, like-minded people, right? To me, the community is everything. I honestly feel like my relationships and the connections that I build with others come first. The sex is awesome and amazing and a hell of a bonus, but I could hang out just like Saturday night. I could hang out and be with my sex positive friends and have the best time as well, just because they're my people, right? I found my tribe in them. There's something to be said for being around people who you can be you. I don't feel judged, criticized, or shamed. It's funny. So Mia's party was Saturday Night Live themed and everyone dressed up and it was incredible. I think there was 6 people that were dicks in a box, and you would open the box and there would be a dildo in there or a vibrator. And those are the kind of people that are just like, oh my God, and that's normal, right? That's normal for us. For a lot of people, it would be taboo or too much, or, oh my God, I would never, or I don't own any toys. I don't masturbate, and everyone's so open and it's wonderful, but also the culture is incredibly respectful. Paramount, safety is paramount, right? That is the ultimate thing in our group is safety, respect, there's no pressure. And I think that's what I really like too. So my lifestyle culture is probably a lot different than many others, right? I know Becky, who's going to come on the show, I think hosts parties with people that she's never met before. And that's amazing. And that sounds super hot. It's just not for me. I'm more somebody who likes to build a connection. I don't like the pressure of, an orgy or a puppy pile and all that stuff. I'm not that I'm being selective. I need to have that, that mental, that connection with somebody to get in bed with them. But for many, that's not the way it is. That's just how it is for me. And that's one of the reasons why I want to learn and start branching out and meeting other people out there and other, lifestylers, because I want to hear their perspective and what their journey and how they've evolved and all that stuff, because everyone's just so different. So that's kind of what my culture is like. And I just want to say too, the lifestyle, not only have I found my tribe and people that I really fit in and belong with, because I always felt like an outcast, an outsider. I've always been extremely sex positive, very open, and I got a lot of shit for it majority of my life. When I finally stopped caring what people think about me and opened myself up, I attracted all these people to me, right? Everybody. And even friends that I had that I thought were totally vanilla, they came to me and they were like, oh my gosh, Adrienne, we've been in lifestyle, or I'm very open. And I became the safe place for people, which is amazing. But the lifestyle it's changed me in pretty much every way, especially sexually. Even if you listen to early episodes, I talk about how much I love cock, and I still do love cock. Oh, I'm obsessed with Mr. Wright's cock. I'm so obsessed with it. Oh my God. So anyways, I've talked about how I'm like, yeah, I mean, and there's an episode I kissed a girl and I liked it. I had never done any of these things. And the lifestyle really opened me up sexually to where I realize, I have real care and feelings for Mia. I genuinely love her. I've been on dates solo with her. I could play solo with her. And that's never been a thing for me before, right? So I'm like, oh, that feels good. And I like to say that I'm bi-situational. I have other friends that I've played with, and then it's been super hot. And then also I think the lifestyle really helped me open up to explore so many different things with lots of different people. I really realized that it's not just, look, my perfect guy. This sounds so ridiculous, but it's kind of true. It's like Mr. Right, tall, dark, handsome, light eyes, scruffy face, that he's just my type. And in the lifestyle, I have explored it all, right? And I'm attracted to all different types of people, and those different people bring different types of sex and pleasure and amazing things that I could have never experienced before if I didn't evolve and open myself up sexually. So that's something that the lifestyle has really done for me. It's also built my confidence to a level that I never thought I could achieve. I have talked about my weight loss journey, and I had a tummy tuck, and then I have had back surgeries and hysterectomy, and I have I used to be really, really, really insecure about the scars on my body. And I went to these rooms. This is true. The first party that Baywatch and I went to, it was nobody cared. Not even a little bit. And I never had a partner care, but still, I just was a little I have a little jelly roll when I'm when I'm on top, or I have stretch marks on my boobs and on my belly from having a baby and on my thighs. I used to be so insecure about that stuff. And guess what? Majority of the people in the room do too. And nobody fucking cares. No one's looking at that. And it really helped me to be free, to feel sexy and to embrace my body, whatever flaws I think I have and all. And so the lifestyle really, really, really built my confidence. And, the lifestyle to me, it was a game changer for me. And forever, I will always be grateful for having that window and door swung open for me to explore. And, it's changed me. When I met Mr. Right, I was very, very blunt with him. And that's the way I kind of got to be in my dating game. First, second date, I was telling him, look, I'm not a monogamy type of girl. This is what I've been doing. This is what I'm into. If you're not open to something like that, I don't think it's one penis forever. I don't think I'm that kind of girl. And I tell you, that's how I fell in love with Mr. Right so fast. And the reason why is because he was my guy, and I knew from the start, right? He checked all the boxes. Now, look, he ain't perfect, okay? And neither am I. But, we got it. We have it all. It's amazing. And I'm so lucky. And he was worth the wait, but he was so open, and he didn't, balk or be what? Or give me a scrunch up face or turn white as a ghost and all the blood drains out of his head and into his cock. Anyways, cause I've seen that too. He just was that's cool. That sounds good to me. And then bringing him into my crew and the way he was open and he fit right in, it was wonderful. And it's been an amazing experience. So the lifestyle it really means a lot to me. And I do want to discuss something. I touched on it lightly a couple of episodes ago where I was talking about, how we plan to evolve in the lifestyle. And the thing is Mr. Right and I have been having, so much fun and such a great time. And it's been tough because it's do we want to keep, it's hard to find the time, right? And then it's do we want to seek other couples? And it's kind of no, we already have a great community, but we want to reconnect with them and just be around the sex positivity. So I told him, I was let's go to a couple meet and greets this year. Let's, we'll go to the party and just enjoy each other and see what other connections that we can make. Of course, we love Mia and her husband and just reconnecting with them. And, it's just, the lifestyle for us is not a necessity. It's just a bonus, an added bonus for us, and a great great way to have fun. But I will say we both kind of feel like we're like, oh, we have such great sex together and nothing really feels like it's missing. So it's not that. And I find, I've talked about how difficult it is to fit it in. And the rare time that we have alone, we're like getting it on with each other, right? Like we need to get our world back on its axis by fucking each other's brains out. And so the lifestyle to us is it's a bonus. It's a fun thing. And you know what? We could get fully engaged over the next couple of months and then back away a little bit. Or we could just take it easy and like have fun when we feel like it and every now and again or whatever. And that's one of the things I want to say too about the lifestyle and being in this world is you can make it whatever you want it to be. And also, by the way, you can change your mind at any time. If I decide, hey, I'm just not going to be, all of a sudden I don't feel like I'm into girls anymore, then I'm not going to be into girls anymore. If I feel like the lifestyle, I want to get more involved and I want to explore anything, like then we'll try that. Or if Mr. Right decides he wants to try something or do something or, meet us, okay, like let's see what happens. Or if we say, hey, I think we're going to try monogamy for a little while, it's okay. Like that's what I love about it. There's no pressure. There's no title that you're automatically locked in with forever and ever. You're constant. And that's actually, by the way, part of the fun of the lifestyle is that you can evolve. You can be who you want to be at any given time and everyone accepts you for it. So that's how we plan to move forward and just see where things go. Like I said, it's just a bonus for us. I wanted to talk about this lifestyle stuff though, because I know that it's not for everybody. I totally get that. But I know there's a lot of people who are very interested in it. And I wanted just to share a little bit of like what it's been for me. And also, if you're seeking the lifestyle, I want to say, there's great resources out there. The first thing that you need to do is really be ready, right? Like, are you ready to be open and to share? And especially if you're with a partner, right? You need to talk and communicate and then talk about it some more. And then even again, until you're like at nauseum with it, right? All the different things and go about it the right way. Start slow. A lot of couples start soft swap to full swap, which is like oral only, and then, full intercourse, whatever your path may be. But just talking about it and exploring other things, even if it's just with you and your partner, like that would be amazing, right? Like I feel like there's so many people who get stuck in a rut or who feel like they're so vanilla or who are frustrated with the mismatch in their sex life with their partner or mismatched sex drives with their partner. And there's ways to solve the issues there. And if you're looking for the lifestyle, I just want to say there's lots of resources out there. So you can go to SLS.com, that's Swing Lifestyle. A lot of couples are on there. Also, you can meet a lot of open and ENM, ethically non-monogamous peeps on Field app. That's FEELD. There's a lot of bots on there and stuff, but I've met some incredible partners on Field. I met Dr. B there actually. And so there's a lot there. And then there's also like local groups and stuff. And then you can just start, talking and asking and being out there a little bit. And let me tell you, the lifestyle, it will find you and you can make the journey what you want it to be. When I first started out, I remember there was this place I went to with one of my girlfriends and we both walked in there and it was just not our vibe. Like it was very, sex driven again, which is fine, but it just wasn't for me and her. And we were like, okay, like we're not just going to walk into the room and start having sex with people. But again, that's other people's deal and good for you. But, so you might find, things that you don't want to do or a different avenue or realize like, hey, I'm not really into that. Or yes, I'm very into this. There's just so much out there. So it's just like allowing yourself to be open. Like that's the first step. Okay. On the next episode, I want to talk about things that they don't tell you in midlife. I feel like I'm always saying like, damn, nobody told me this. Nobody warned me about that. And so I want to talk about those things. And then I'm not sure if she's going to make it for the next episode, but Becky is coming on. I just met her this week and I've talked to her for probably 2 hours already. She is a very, very interesting gal. Something really cool that she does is she does vulva casting and then she'll like cast the vulva. She can make art or she makes soaps. Like it's insane. I'll share all her stuff on the next episode or when she comes on, but it's wild. And She hosts parties, and I can't wait to hear about how she hosts her parties and how they can be so different than what I'm used to. And she has like a Telegram group, and she does all these different things. And also, I don't know if you know this, what is it called? It's not OnlyFans. It's called Loyal Fans. I was like, I never even heard about this before. And she was like, yeah, it's the new OnlyFans. So she's going to be teaching me and you about all of this. And so I'm really excited about it. All right. I'm going to get out of here. Oh, one more thing. I'm telling you, I have been so good about working out. And if you're like, it's January, if you're like on a journey, my goal is to lose 30 pounds by July because I want to feel good. And I have like these little like string triangle bikini tops, and I want to feel confident when I'm walking away. I feel like my back rolls, they got to go. Okay, so I have been kicking ass. If you don't have a walking pad or, you're not at the gym on a treadmill, highly recommend getting a walking pad. My goal is to hit 10K steps a day. Been killing it. And then I just find random arm workouts on YouTube and I just go through it. And then also there's this like killer ab workout, this like Pilates abs. If you ping me on Instagram or send me an email or hit me up on the website, I'll share it with you. Like if you're doing a health journey, let's motivate each other because I'm really, really, really trying to reach my goal. I've talked about losing weight, especially after gaining like 15 pounds meeting Mr. Right. And let's do it, Cravers, right? Like look good, feel good. I'm just like all around trying to live a really amazing, better, and very healthy 2026. All right, I'll see you guys next week where we're going to talk about the things they don't tell you in midlife. I'm going to go see my man. Bye, guys.